Senator, for the pool camera.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry, the oil tanker.
Yeah, are you concerned that this is locking horns with Vladimir Putin over Venezuela?
I'm concerned that there seems to be no plan, no strategy for what comes next. The administration seems to be acting minute to minute, day by day, without a clear objective. The president talks about oil and revenue, but the oil companies are understandably very reluctant to undertake major investments when the risks are so high to their dollars and their employees.
So what, are the administration winging this?
I think the administration is winging it minute to minute, and the American people are beginning to see that when you break it, you own it, and we are owning a repressive regime that continues to be led by narco-terrorists that Maduro himself installed there.
So what will Congress do about it?
We have the power of the purse, and we ought to use it. We have the power to elevate and condemn and lead the American people, and we ought to do it. And that is what I see as among the options going forward.
How concerned are you that the US is now talking about military action against a NATO ally?
I've been involved in the efforts to support Ukraine involving NATO. Even the talk about a possible military action involving Greenland is absolutely insane. It's absurd. It is self-destructive, and it is a self-inflicted wound on NATO and on our national security. Even the loose talk about possible military action against a NATO ally undermines our credibility and trust all around the world and encourages Putin and Xi to undertake their own adventures in aggression.
Donald Trump's inner circle clearly think that Greenland is rightfully the US's. This is a genuine possibility now, isn't it? Military action in a NATO.
The whole premise, the premise of NATO is that we act together in serving our common ideals and national security. The president's undermining those goals, which are essential to our national defense as well as our economic well-being, by this talk about military actions, which would decimate American interests. It may be tempting to see Greenland as a resource, but we ought to be working peacefully and cooperatively with our NATO allies in developing that resource, as Denmark has offered to do.
Overall, about what the president is doing right now.
I am deeply frightened by this prospect of additional military action, which is unconscionable and unwise and is destructive of our own national defense and economic interests.
Do you think we're in an era now where might rules?
The idea that might makes right is not America. And the American ideal of our power being the example of our serving others is undermined by this kind of aggression, going back to the time when America thought it could control the Western Hemisphere simply because we had a big Navy. We ought to be speaking softly. We carry a big stick, but that stick has to be used wisely for it to be effective.
There seems like there's a disdain for Europe in the